For those of you living under a rock, or for those of you who are like 12, Jaws is a very, very, very famous horror movie, probably one of the most famous horror movies of all time. That came out in 1975, and this is what the poster looked like. I'm just getting basic shapes down to get my idea on the page and just to frame my drawing. And on top of that, I did a little more detailed drawing, and then on top of that, I'm going to do my final line work. Originally, I was going to draw everything by hand and not have the mirror tool, but looking at a reference picture of the actual model of Eel, she does have a very, very, very symmetrical body, and her teeth are almost identically the same on each side, so I just ended up using the mirror tool anyways. I could tell by looking at the model of the eel that she was based off of a viper, like her mouth, so I looked at a bunch of different pictures of actual vipers to draw the inside of the mouth for my drawing. And of course, I actually referenced the actual model too. Eels have similar mouth structures too, but it makes me wonder if the eel has venom glands. Or she just looks like that because she wants to cause as much mental pain as possible. At first, I had the idea of having the charm with the tree seed in it in like the center of her mouth glowing, but I ended up not doing it. Enough of me explaining what you can obviously see on screen, so I'm gonna be quiet until I get to the end of the line work. One more thing quickly, it took me a long time to get this mouth shape right. I finished outlining the eel, and here I am coloring the sub. From here, I just decided to do the background and shading and literally everything, like the lighting and the lettering, because I didn't want to color the eel immediately. I found this brush that is amazing for rust detailing. It's called Coarse Watercolor. I was struggling on what to do for the outline, but I got it eventually. And this brush is really, really good for dingy, dirty detailing like this, and it just looks so cool for depth. I actually really, really like this drawing as it is here without the eel colored in. Here it is with a plain black outline. Pretty simple, the eel pops out. Here's a bright red outline. I really like this one, but it's a little too bright and too contrasty for me. This one's probably my favorite. I just did a really, really dark red and then put it on overlay. Let me know in the comments which one is your favorite. Mine is definitely the middle one, but if any of these get more votes than the other ones, I will definitely try to find a way to get these into a sticker or a print. Maybe for like a Patreon down the road, or a coffee, I don't know. Maybe 1,000 subscribers special. But now on to actually coloring the eel. The teeth were a pain to color because there were a lot of them and they were super thin. But now on to the gums, her beautiful, fleshy, scary gums. And now for the teeth. I went with this grayish off-white, sort of greenish yellow color. Also, sorry if the zooming and the spinning is making you motion sick. I don't know how to record my drawing without it, like, zooming in when I zoom in. I don't know how to save the time-lapse of the drawing. There's only a record button on my drawing app, so I don't know, I'm sorry. Also, I don't have a stylus, I'm using my finger to draw. Now on to the mouth. This was too pink for me and I dulled it down a little bit, but this is just the base layer. I did color more of the mouth off screen or off camera, off recording, but it wasn't very much. Coloring around these teeth individually is really a pain. Now I'm coloring the little bit of skin that you do see, but I do change it to a darker blue-gray later. And here I'm just messing with the light to see how it looks so far. Now for texturing of the fleshy parts in her mouth. For the lighter pale purple parts, I wanted to make it look like that oily pearlescent look that the inside of like lips or mouths look. And of course I gave it some veins. If you pull down your lip and look at the inside of it, you can see that it's like a really shiny, pearlescent, oily look to it. I wanted to make her mouth look like that. And this isn't shading, it's just texturing for the inside of the mouth. I wanted to make it look as gross and disturbing and yucky and Resident Evil-esque as I could. Because Resident Evil monsters are very, very fleshy and very teethy and very tumorous. Now I'm giving some texture to the teeth a little bit. You couldn't see the white, but now you can see the brownish green on the bottom. Here I'm recoloring the skin. Does she have skin because she's made of people, or does she have like eel skin because she's an eel, or does she have scales? I think she has people skin. Adding some more veins. Now I'm adding more to make it look like that oily pearlescent skin that's on the inside of your mouth. And you end up not seeing it anyways, because all of the shading and lighting I do on top. I also ended up changing the color of the line work to a super dark red just to make it blend in more, and now I'm doing shading. Now some highlights. And now for some shading on the teeth and the mouth some more. And I am not using the mirror tool for this because the light source is in one specific spot and you're not going to have symmetrical shading when the light is way off in a different area. And that makes it about finished. I don't like this as much as just the plain line work ones, but I do really like this. I wish I didn't put so much detail in it because you don't even see half of it anyways, but it still looks really cool. I really, really love the teeth. I also could have put more detail into the sub, but I might do that later. I hope you liked seeing my progress on drawing this. I really, really love Iron Lung, and I decided to make this in celebration of it being released on YouTube. Let me know in the comments if you like this full finished rendered piece more or the just line work ones. It's been a while since I've done an Iron Lung video, and I'm happy how this came out. Let me know if you want to see more drawing videos, and I will see you in the next one video thing.